Hey, Bryan Young here from ProfitSourcing.com. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is on adding user permissions to your Amazon seller account. So maybe you have somebody that's going to do some listing for you, and you've realized that you're going to need to give them access to your Amazon seller account. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that, but limit what they can see and do only to what they need to see and do. If you haven't already, please check out our website, www.profitsourcing.com. It's just filled with free content that's going to help you grow your online selling business. So I'm going to click on over to Amazon Seller Central. This is my home page here. In the upper right hand corner, there's a settings drop down menu. You want to hover over there and click on user permissions. That's going to bring up this page. You're going to notice I shrink the page right here to hide some of the names that are below here. Those are just names and email addresses of people that I have working for me that have access to this account. What you're going to want to do is enter in the email address of the person whom you'd like to give permission to have access to your account. So for us, we'll just put this secondary email in and we'll hit send invitation. Now don't worry, they're not going to have access until there's a back and forth process. So you send an invitation, they receive it, they get a confirmation number, they confirm that confirmation number with you, just to make sure that you're sending it to the right account, you have the right person, and then from there you're able to determine which things on your account you'd like to limit and which things and functions on your Amazon seller account you'd like to give them the permission and the power to do. Okay, so an invitation has been sent. I'll just hit continue here. It's going to bring me back to that page. So if I skate on over to my Gmail account, I see that I did in fact get an email. It's just a very basic email. It just says you've been invited to be another user on this seller account, and so I'm just going to click on the URL. That's going to bring me to this page here. Okay, so we need to sign in. So the person who's going to be the new user is going to need to use their email and password to sign in. Okay, and then if they don't have a password, which they probably don't, they're going to need to click the no button. And then that's just going to walk them through a very quick registration process. Then it'll bring them back here. But I do have a password already, so I'm just going to enter my password. Okay, and then it's going to bring you to this page. It says, you have been invited to become a registered user of Seller Central for Young Life at Amazon.com. This is your confirmation code. Please give this code to the user that invited you. Okay, so you'll instruct your book lister or your product lister or whoever's going to have access to your account to copy this code down and share it with you. So now when you head on over back to your Amazon seller page and log in, now that they've opened that and accepted the invitation, you're going to have a confirmation code here. And so if your confirmation code matches up with the confirmation code that your new user sends you, then you'll hit confirm here. And that's just a process to make sure that you're not granting somebody access to your account that you don't want to grant access to. So if those codes match up, hit the confirm button. Okay, it's been successfully added. So now I can add user permissions. And so this is the box you're going to get here. It's going to have all these different things that you can grant them permission to. Now they start out with permission to nothing. They can do absolutely nothing on your account. But you just kind of go down the list and you pick which of these things you'd like to grant them access to. So you could read through these and do some research and figure out what all this stuff means. But if you're going to, for me, when I set up a new book lister, a new product lister, these are the things that I select. Item classification guide, view and edit. Manage FBA inventory and shipments, view and edit. Because oftentimes they're putting together a shipment on a third-party listing program, and then they need to come in and they need to manage that shipment. They need to finish that shipment on Amazon Seller Central. So give them the ability to do that. Also manage inventory and add a product, and then upload inventory. Give them permission to do that. And then I don't do any of these. We just scroll down here, and I give them the ability to view and edit fulfillment settings and shipping settings. So if they needed to change an address, do that sort of thing, they can. And that's it. So when that's done, I just hit the continue button. And once that has been successfully submitted, it'll say success. You have successfully modified the permissions highlighted below. And so you can go back through and review those changes and then hit continue. Now if you go back up to settings and user permissions, it'll bring you back to that main menu. And now you see that along with your email and name, there's going to be another one right below it. It's actually 3 or 4 down. It says the email address that I submitted the user to, plus the name that was entered, and then it gives me an opportunity to edit their user permissions and also delete them as an authorized user. So now I'm going to log in as my new user so I can see exactly what they can see. Okay, so very basic. So they can see seller rating, they can see buyer messages, which might come in handy, but they can't see any of the payments, they can't see any of the sales. And look at all the only menus that they have up here are inventory stuff. So manage inventory, FBA inventory, add a product, inventory reports, manage FBA shipments, which is obviously going to be necessary. The new pricing stuff is up here, and some advertising stuff, but that's it. They really don't have any authority to do anything in either of these areas. And so that's it. So when they come in and they want to manage an FBA shipment, they can click on it. But they're not going to have any access to my bank account information or the amount that the money that we've been making in this business. They only have access to what they need to have access to, which is really just helps them focus in on their task. So hopefully this video has helped you. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to send me an email or swing by the site and contact me. Also, you can find me on Facebook. We also have a group called Profit Sourcing Social. If you're interested in that, please join. And then another group called Book Flipping. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.